Hi, everybody. It's Barbara. I'm Babnitz on YouTube, on Ravelry, and on Instagram. Um, I've had a couple requests for people asking me about my English Angora rabbit. His name is Ollie, Oliver, but we call him Ollie. March 12th, he'll be 3 years old. He's a house rabbit, and I keep him pretty short. I try not to let him go really long because he absolutely hates to be brushed, combed. This is Chance. He thinks that when it's Ollie's haircut time, it's his table time too. So you're seeing half of him in the video. As you all know, animals are really unpredictable, so I really don't know how this video is going to go, but we'll see. So Ollie hates to be brushed and groomed, so I try to keep him kind of short because I don't like when he gets matted. And I um, I try to brush him a little bit, but he gets really mad, and then he doesn't want anything to do with me. And the breeder that I got him from said that he just I never, when he was a baby, I never showed him who was boss. And that probably is true because I let him get away with murder. When I had toddlers, they were probably better behaved than Ollie is. But he kind of rules the house around here and his cuteness takes over. So today I thought I would show you how I clip him with scissors. When I first got him, I used to use pluck him, but it almost seemed, even though he's an English Angora and he's supposed to be able to be plucked, he hated it, and it seemed like it hurt him. Like he would wince when I would pluck him, even if he was ready. And I was always so afraid of wool block that I never let him get that long. So that's why I started cutting him when he gets a little bit long because he just over grooms himself, and I'm always afraid he's going to swallow too much fur. So today I'm going to show you how I use really, they're like bandage scissors. They have the blunt points on them and they're longer. And I use a cat brush that I got from the dollar store. Sometimes if I need to lift his fiber in tight places and I want to make sure, I'm always so afraid I'm going to cut his skin. I clipped right underneath his underarm one time, just a little bit, but it just made me so sad that I did that. And I mean, that's a normal thing with Angoras, but like I said, Ollie's very precious to me, and it hurt me when I hurt him. So I try to be really careful with that. This is a cat slicker brush, and it seems like if I need to brush his undercoat a lot, that's the best way to do it. So I'll use that too. We recently did buy clippers to see if we can clip him. I don't know how successful we're going to be with that because he's never been around clippers, and I don't know if it's gonna make him really nervous, or if his fur is so dense that the clippers, even though we bought a rather good pair, are gonna keep, binding up. And if they do, then it's just not gonna work out, and I'll continue with the scissor method. Uh, so let me go get Ollie and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so this is Ollie. He definitely knows what's up. If you notice, I have a raggedy old sweatshirt on. It used to be one of my favorite sweatshirts. It's a Maryland sheep and wool sweatshirt. But when Ollie gets mad at you from clipping him, he doesn't bite you. He bites your shirts. And so he has bitten so many holes in my shirt. So when I groom him, I always use this shirt because I don't want him to ruin any more of them. So of course, he's going to keep trying to get away from me. But what I usually do is try to start somewhere around the middle. And you can tell when he gets nervous, he always wants to like climb up on me. He's like, "Mommy, help me, help me." So I don't restrain him. Some people say I should, but I don't like to because, he's like a child to me. And I know I shouldn't think of him that way, but it's like a little kid in an emergency room who's getting stitches and you papoose him. I just think it hurts them and it scares them, and he's already scared enough, so why should I like hold him down and clip him? And I know that there are other Angora owners. I have friends who have lots of Angoras, and they say, "Oh my gosh, you let Ollie get away with murder," and they know it, And I know it too, and I'm probably a bad pet owner for doing it. But I don't care because I love him so much. He is my pet first and my fiber bunny second. So you can see he's already, like, sometimes he'll lick me, but then sometimes when he gets really mad, he'll start biting me. So this is what I do. I usually start somewhere around the back neck, and I find a good area, and I bring the hair up, and I take it. Now, of course, for the first couple weeks, he's not going to look that great. He's going to look pretty chopped. And as you can see, this is probably only about 1.5 inches. See, he's already biting me. I'm not hurting him. He just doesn't like to be restrained or on the table because he's like, oh, haircut time. But when he's on the table, he's not a jumper. So that's why I use this card table if I have to do it in the house. Usually if it's nice and it's wintertime, then I'll take him on the back patio and put him on the patio table with a towel because he won't jump down. It's really nice. So it makes it easier for me to be able to groom him. Some bunnies are big jumpers, but he's not. So as you can see, I'm starting from the back neck area, and I'm not worried about length. I'm not worried about it being perfect because I don't sell his fiber. I give it away sometimes, or I spin it. And if I can spin cotton, I definitely can spin Angora no matter how short it is, just because I'm used to short fibers. I prefer spinning short fibers compared to long Corriedale or Romney. It just seems harder for me to spin. So carding this up into Rolags or spinning from the cloud works really great for me. When I do have real small seconds like this, usually I'll take those and not put them in with the bag of fiber. But for filming purposes, I'm just gonna ditch probably all of this or spin it, it doesn't matter to me. If I card it with some wool, it'll all stick. I have some 100% Angora from Ollie, and I will show you in another video clip some things that I've knit with his fiber. And he usually calms down. Look, he's actually behaving right now. But we don't know how long that's going to happen. This is the top prime wool. This is the wool that you want to spin. That's on their back. It's the cleanest and the least matted. His isn't usually matted. I don't let him he doesn't get very matted on his back. I don't have that problem. It's the undercarriage of him is where he gets matted. And in that case, usually I like to do it every probably two weeks to, I don't like to let it go more than a month. But my husband and he'll take him and hold him upside down and put his head in the crook of his shoulder. And then I need somebody to hold him so I can use both hands to cut around his his feet. He doesn't really like his feet being touched, his back legs. And his feet and legs, his paws, is where he actually gets the most matted. So that's usually where I need to clip all that, and all that just gets thrown away. I don't wait for Ollie to molt to cut his hair because I would rather him be this short than this long, because him being a house bunny, the longer his hair is, come on Ollie, you gotta stay over here. The longer his hair is, the more hair I have flying in my house. So, and it's uncomfortable for him because, we're going to keep the heat at the temperature that's comfortable for us. So, I don't want him to be too hot either. And rabbits are going to be rabbits. Rabbits are going to do what they're going to do. So, see, he likes to dig. So he'll dig the towel just to make me mad. And then just to go, I've had enough. So at this point, you can see his butt looks really high and this part isn't. And that's because I've clipped from here back. So that's how I groom Ollie. And I'll probably do the rest off camera because now is when he's going to become really misbehaving. And of course, mommy is going to allow him to be because she just loves him so much. Right, Ollie? You want to tell everybody bye? Say bye, everybody. I'll see you next time. Okay, everybody, I just wanted to show you the aftermath. I didn't want to film using the clippers because I didn't know how Ollie was going to like them. We've always used scissors on him, and you saw the way he was. But this is the aftermath. Of course, I don't know if you can see the towel. It's a mess. It's full of hair. But most of it got in the garbage can. But Ollie is laying with his legs frogged out. He's totally sprawled and relaxed. He's not climbing up on me like, oh, mommy, help me. He's just laying here chilling out like he's getting a massage. I thought that the clippers were going to scare him, but they absolutely did not scare him at all. And it gave him a smoother haircut because it's more even. And I almost think the vibrations relaxed him. You think the loud sound would have scared him, but it didn't. And I just wanted to show you that I used the number 2 on him, and when I turn it on, and you can see he just lays here and lets me do it. So he's just been so calm about it, and it's been really easy. So I was a real big proponent of not plucking and using scissors. I mean, of course you can do whatever works for you and your bunny. I mean, no judgment. If your bunny, some bunnies, I've seen them be plucked and they can spin right off their rabbits. Ollie's not one of them. But I have never seen Ollie, he's doing teeth grindies right now, which I have a clip of that I'm going to put in this video to show you. That just means he's really relaxed. And he's very calm right now. And I've never seen him get a haircut and not be mad. So these are just WHAL wall lithium ion clippers. I got them at Walmart. They're rechargeable. They were $60. They were the most expensive pair they had, and it said for dense hair. You saw when I did clip him, I did clip the majority of the length off of him, but this is the way I like to keep him. I like to keep him about this short because he's hot living in the house. So I don't recommend it for bunnies who live outside, but for bunnies who live in the house, I definitely recommend it. So I wanted to show you the aftermath. Of course, now he's like, Mom, you did your work. I need to finish mine and groom myself. So that's what he's getting ready to do, is just do a huge grooming session on himself. So I just wanted to show you what he looks like after. He's pretty short, probably about, probably about a half inch long. That's how long he is now. He looks a lot skinnier. He doesn't look as fat, or fluffy, I should say. So if you ever were debating on whether to scissor or clip with clippers, I don't think that the clipper way would be the way to go. If you want some really great even spinnable fiber, I think the scissors would be the way to go. But if you want a comfortable rabbit and an easy way to groom them, the clippers are the way to go. They do recommend that you put them by their ears just to get them used to the sound. But Ollie didn't seem to mind it in the bit. But I also think that's because he's a house rabbit. He hears a dishwasher, he hears a vacuum cleaner, and those kind of things don't bug him. So this is what Ollie looks like after. He's a handsome fella. And I will show you in the next clip some of the things how to spin Angora. I do have some of his longer hair. I'll show you that. And I'll show you how to spin it, and I'll show you some of the finished objects that I have from his fiber. So I'll see you guys back in a bit.